Hey, how's everybody doing? Tuesday Thoughts, week number 41, and here we go. Our quote for the week comes from Eleanor Roosevelt. It said, "To handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart." I think that's an important thing to understand as I work with students who are dealing with others, or as they're preparing for job interviews or FFA nominating committees and things like that. I'm like, okay, first of all, you've got to understand yourself and be thoughtful and reasonable as you're handling yourself, right? But when you go and talk to other people, you've got to ask about them. You've got to find out about them, and you've got to be able to talk about their story and their needs, not your wants. And so when you work at handling those people, and in a classroom, such an important thing. Logically think through these things, okay? What am I doing? Why am I doing it? How am I doing it? Okay? And yes, we use our heart because we love our students and we love our subject matter and we love teaching and doing those things. But we've got to use some logical things through that. But then as we tie that in, though, in dealing with others of, okay, because I love them, because I love the subject, because I love the teaching, how do I communicate that? And so then we start to tie those two things together. So they're not completely separate in there. You've got to be able to tie them together, but it's definitely important when you're handling yourself, use your head. When you're handling others and working with others, use your heart. Okay. By the way, quick side note, handling others doesn't mean to manipulate or maneuver them in a way. It means dealing with others. Okay. So don't misinterpret that quote. That's a very important factor with that. Okay. Now, the extra quote for the week, don't teach the what if you won't teach the why of something. I know we've all heard that phrase, why do I need to know this? When am I ever going to use this, right? And we probably all said that so many times. But once people start to understand the why of something, it's easier to get the buy-in for that. So that might be, here's why I'm teaching this way. Here's why we are studying this. Here's why the organization is doing this particular thing. And when people understand that, then there's a reason for them to be connected and to be involved. It becomes much more personal for them. In other words, use your heart when dealing with others and explain that to them. Okay? Don't teach the what if you won't teach the why. And now our random fact for the week. 1972, Nolan Bushnell started a company called Atari. Gave us that classic arcade game Pong. He sold the company 4 years later, and the next year he opens a little store, a little place called Chuck E. Cheese. In fact, there's actually a game in Chuck E. Cheese called Ping, which is a knockoff of his original arcade game because he didn't own it anymore, and so he couldn't use it. So he modified his original invention, Pong and Ping, with Chuck E. Cheese. All right, random word definition for the week. Pronk. That's the leap you do in the air when you have an arched back and stiff legs. It's called a pronk. So there you go, Tuesday Thoughts for this week number 41. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you continue to have a great week and things are going well for you. Can't wait to talk to you the next time.